Today on eNEWS, how a new plumbing program at the college is teaching old hands the new and proper techniques, why one of the city's prospective green initiatives has hit the chopping block, and who stole the show this weekend at the Lethbridge and District exhibition. Welcome to eNEWS. I'm Jonathan Gignard.
And I'm Tanya Plain-Eagle. Here's today's top story. Lethbridge College has welcomed a new plumbing apprentice program. I went to find out more about what the long-awaited program has in store for students. A new plumbing program has plunged its way back to the college. The plumbing apprenticeship program offers students the opportunity to get hands-on training. Rory McEwen is employed as a commercial plumber in Lethbridge. McEwen says he learned the majority of his skills working in the field.
Whereas there's times where you learn, not necessarily the right way to do it, but the quickest way to do it. And
Learning to be more efficient while on the job is among many things McEwen expects to take away from this program. The program starts off with an 8-week training where students learn the basics of plumbing. This includes the proper ways to thread a steel pipe. While most students already know this simple process, it gives the individual a chance to learn all the do's and don'ts. Instructor Jeremy Bridge says first-year outcomes include mastery of testing lines, burning pressures, and even basic family bathroom experience.
So it's a really good opportunity for apprentices in the area to be able to take advantage of training here at home.
McEwen says a lot of his time spent out in the field was learning the how-to aspect. Now that he's in school, he's learning the importance of the whys.
You can't just do the job and walk away. There is consequences to doing the job poorly.
McEwen believes his previous experience will be an asset. Now his education can only help him make a better professional. So, Lethbridge College now has plumbing amongst its trade programs. Caitlin Wilson sat down with the head of the trades to find out what this means, why it's taken so long, and what else could be on the horizon for college trades. Welcome to Campus Horizons. Today I'm joined by Cal Whitehead, who is the trades chair. So it's an exciting time for the Trades and Technologies facility. Phase 2 is expected to be complete next year. And recently the plumbing apprenticeship program was introduced to Lethbridge College. Why has it taken so long for plumbing to come to the college?
Well, originally there was an agreement between Medicine Hat College and Lethbridge College. And the trades are kind of split between the two of them in the southern Alberta. And there was an agreement, and plumbing happened to be in Medicine Hat, and we had some other trades here. And then in the last little while, Medicine Hat has gotten electrical and it's gotten our heavy equipment. And so the local industry was saying, then why can't we have plumbing here? And so we started the process about 3 or 4 years ago, and now rewards of plumbing coming to Lethbridge. So.
And now that the college does have plumbing, what does that mean for the community?
Well, for the local industry, it means that their apprentices can stay at home. They don't have to travel to Calgary or Medicine Hat or farther. And the cost of that is substantial, and so it makes it easier for the apprentices to get the training. And also when they traveled off to Calgary, quite often the strong apprentices were drawn away by industry that could pay more and the bigger centers. And so, yeah, industry was really excited about having it here.
Well, thanks for joining us today. That's all the time we have on Campus Horizons. See you next time.
Thanks, Caitlin. Curbside recycling won't be seen in Lethbridge anytime soon. The idea of implementing curbside recycling has been the subject of controversy for years. We go to Halen Cooper, who joins us now via Skype with more on the story. Halen?
The Council voted Monday against implementing curbside recycling programs here in Lethbridge. While some were disappointed, others were pleased.
Lethbridge City Council stomped out a resolution which would have seen a pilot curbside recycling program implemented in the city. Currently, there are 3 depots for citizens to take their recycling to, but for some, the trip is out of the way and inconvenient. To them, curbside recycling would have been worth the cost.
Because I come from Copperwood, there's only one location to get rid of my recyclables on the west side, and for about, I guess on the radio I heard it was about $5.50 per person for our taxes. It seems kind of that's a cheap cost to have someone pick up our recycling.
However, opponents point out that the $5.50 per month figure for pickup was only the beginning of homeowner costs. They say other costs, including construction and operation of a recycling facility, weren't identified in the resolution. According to the Kessler Consulting study presented to City Council last November, the $12 million construction cost, operation costs between $113,000 to $152,000, and a low revenue between $97,000 to $105,000 were estimated based off of collecting recycling from places up to 150 kilometers away.
Critics of the program cite the inability to opt out if they won't use the system and the total cost of the program, not just the monthly fee.
You know, $14 million is not a drop in the bucket, not today. And if they're going to go forward with something like that, a sorting plant, they have to have the product to come in. We don't have, it's admitted, they don't have the product from Lethbridge. They could never have enough to sustain that particular facility.
From the operation cost of workers, the purchase of the trucks, to the cost of the facility, Paraversov says he is not only thinking about his pocketbook, but the city's as well.
In an emotional statement, City Council member Bridget Mearns said she felt bad for Lethbridge citizens and that she doesn't know what else it'll take to convince them of the need for curbside recycling programs.
How many votes were cast against?
Well, John, the vote ended at 5-4, with some council members saying the ambiguous projected finances of the project were one of the reasons that the dissenting votes came, and the other was the inability to opt out of the system if you weren't going to use it.
Thanks, Halen. Coming up after the break, there's a new brewery in town hoping to boost local tourism, and how the struggling economy is affecting your dinner table.
Okay, when I get this reading done, I need to study for math, then time for work.
Have a lot on your mind lately? 1 in 100 people are affected by schizophrenia. They know. Give up.
Listen to me.
Give up. You're an idiot.
Hey.
They know.
Listen to me.
You will fail.
Hey.
You will fail.
Listen to me.
You're an idiot. You are going to fail. There is help, and there is hope.
Is your life lonely? Do you need a friend? Adopt a dog today. Your life will never be lonely again. Your life will be filled with fun adventures with your loyal companion. For more information about adopting, go to windycityrescue.com.
Youth mental health disorders are second highest in hospitals. More youth are reported being bullied right now. Discrimination of LGBTQ youth is 3 times higher than heterosexual youth. Youth are not statistics.
It's time to break stereotypes and create opportunities for youth in safe environments and change the way we see them. The new generation, our generation.
Crime Stoppers and Lethbridge Regional Police need your help in solving an arson. Sometime between the hours of 10 and 11 p.m. on July 28th, a Jeep located at 855 Columbia Boulevard West was set on fire. The owners of the Jeep awoke when they heard the car alarm going off and saw their vehicle already ablaze. 3 other vehicles and a fence sustained damage in the arson as well: a 2012 Jeep Wrangler, a 2003 Honda Odyssey, and a 2010 Ford Escape. Damages are estimated at over $40,000. If you have information on this or any crime, please contact Crime Stoppers by any of these methods. Standard message and data rates may apply. Crime Stoppers will pay up to $2,000 for information leading to an arrest. Remember, you will not have to attend court or testify, and you will remain anonymous. We want your information, not your name.
Welcome back to eNEWS. As the Alberta economy continues to struggle, more and more people have less and less to spend on extra. For example, entertainment often becomes one of the first things to be chopped from the family budget. While Lethbridge has seen little impact from the falling Alberta economy so far, the effects are starting to become more and more noticeable. Our own Aaron Halgan has more. Aaron?
Thanks, Tanya. As Albertans find themselves with tighter and tighter wallets, a night out on the town is often sacrificed. I went out to see how local entertainment promoters and venues are handling the downturn and keeping their businesses afloat.
Halfway through the show, like, oh, sorry, I got too drunk last night.
Saturday morning, and the halls of the University of Lethbridge Students' Union building are empty. Inside the studios of CKXU Radio, only the sounds of Community Chest permeate the air. Host John Grant has the unenviable task of promoting artists and entertainers in a faltering economy with tighter and tighter budgets. In addition to hosting Community Chest, Grant is also the founder of Balding Orc Comedy, which books local comedy acts throughout Lethbridge. Since starting in December, Balding Orc has tried to minimize its reliance on ticket sales to remain viable.
I know that I've very specifically tried to do shows where I've had some sort of sponsor or venue who's willing to put a budget behind it.
It's not only entertainers who have felt the crunch from the recent downturn. Venues themselves are increasingly coming under pressure. A drop of the Canadian dollar has led to increase in food and beverage costs, and venues are wary of passing those costs on to an already cash-strapped clientele. Keeping costs down is also a priority for the Onion Barn Grill on the city's north side. Manager Diane Kehoe hopes that by focusing on the city's local talent, she'll be able to minimize booking costs and not have to pass that along to customers.
The shows we throw are kind of a little bit more local. We tend to kind of spend around the same amount of money. So that's not so much getting affected. However, will that change? Possibly.
Grant says he's noticing a drop-off within the city's art scene compared to a year ago. While generally Lethbridge is considered immune to the drops in the oil and gas sector, the trickle-down from those tied to the industry will be felt nonetheless across the city.
Thanks, Aaron. What kind of cost-cutting measures will people possibly see from the local bars and clubs if the future of the economy keeps on its current pace?
Kehoe says patrons can expect to see changes in portion sizes as well as different menus with more economically viable ingredients.
Thanks, Aaron.
A Lethbridge business is looking to brew up some attention. Cooley Brewing has just opened and it hopes to have an impact on not only the local consumption sector, but in fact tourism in Lethbridge. Cole Swear reports.
Despite tough economic times, new industry is cutting its way into Lethbridge. Cooley Brewing is one of Lethbridge's first craft breweries, alongside Theoretically Brewing. But what has caused this sudden burst in beer brewing interest in southern Alberta? Some operators believe the rise in interest can be credited to craft beer itself.
I think also that the sort of general awareness of beer and craft beer is rising all over the place. And so, yeah, that combined with the fact that there really isn't anything here until now, everybody gets interested in it and they want to be involved, right?
Cooley brewer investor Scott Crichton says that microbreweries will help Lethbridge in a multitude of ways. Crichton says that includes increased interest in tourism.
What I've seen in the States, especially in Vancouver or Victoria, it's become, or Portland actually, that's the big one. That's their main tourist attraction is craft breweries. I'd love to see Lethbridge get 4 more.
The road has not proven to be easy for Cooley Brewing. As Crichton explains, funding had been proven to be difficult.
Lots of grants out there, so if you take a raw product and you turn it into an end product, there's grants everywhere. But the second you say you're taking a raw product and turning it into a finished product with alcohol in it, they're like, ooh, we don't want to touch that.
Cooley Brewing attracted enough investment to open their doors, and it hopes to inspire others to do the same. For eNEWS, I'm Cole Swear.
Once set up is complete and beer production has begun, Cooley Brewing will offer personalized tours of its establishment.
The cost of food may be on the rise, but a Lethbridge College culinary arts instructor says that doesn't mean unhealthy eating habits need to follow suit. Chef Doug Overez led 2 sessions teaching staff how to stay healthy while making quick and affordable meals. He believes saying no to processed foods is just one step forward to a healthy lifestyle.
Staff at Lethbridge College are chopping their way into a healthier lifestyle. As part of the Be Fit for Life program, an on-campus fitness resource center, staff learned how to prepare a healthy meal while saving both time and money. In this session, participants prepared tilapia, a freshwater fish, vegetables, and a salad of arugula, goat cheese, and tomatoes. It only took 22 minutes from start to finish. Chef Doug Overis says eating healthy doesn't have to take a lot of time and can help extend your life. He adds that the key to eating healthy is to eat fresh.
Do not buy processed. Anytime you buy something that is already pre-prepared for you, you can guarantee you that there's added fat, salt, and sugar. And it's the stuff that's going to stick to you.
Laura Morden says she's adopted a healthy lifestyle and has changed the way she views food.
As opposed to it being a filler to fill a void to, I'm hungry, just eat. I decided that it was going to become more of fueling for my activities. So.
Morden adds one of the challenges of eating healthy is the rising cost of food. Between December 2014 and 2015, the price of fish and other seafood went up 1.8%, meat 2.4%, and fruit a whopping 10%. But Overis says buying in season can yield savings.
You never buy steaks in the summertime. Why? Because it's barbecue season. Prices go up. You never buy turkeys at Thanksgiving. Why? Because prices go up.
If you have the opportunity, another way to save some money is by canning your own fruits and vegetables. Chef Doug says eating healthy doesn't have to be hard. Simply plan ahead and take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves. For eNEWS, I'm Caitlin Wilson.
You're welcome to participate in the next Be Fit for Life event. The program will join Albertans in Winter Walk Day on February 8th. It's an event designed to get everyone active and outside, especially in the cold months. Students, staff, and friends are encouraged to participate.
Let's check in with Nevin Soretta for a look ahead in weather. Nevin?
How's it going today? I've got your 5-day weather forecast for the upcoming week. So to kick things off on Monday, it'll be cloudy and -4. Tuesday, -5 and a mix of sun and cloud. Wednesday will be the same as Tuesday, except a little bit colder with -6. Thursday will warm up, mix of sun and cloud again, -4. And then kicking off the weekend on Friday, -3 with some sun. The Lethbridge Hurricanes are taking on the Moose Jaw Warriors that night, which I recommend checking out. The Hurricanes are doing good this season. That is your 5-day weather forecast. I hope you enjoy your week.
Thanks, Nevin. Coming up after the break, how one local organization cares from the bottom up. And we'll introduce you to a local mentorship program aimed at finding role models for young women.
Is your life lonely? Do you need a friend? Adopt a dog today. Your life will never be lonely again. Your life will be filled with fun adventures with your loyal companion. For more information about adopting, go to windycityrescue.com.
Youth mental health disorders are second highest in hospitals. 1 in 2 youth are reported being bullied right now. Discrimination of LGBTQ youth is 3 times higher than heterosexual youth. Youth are not statistics.
It's time to break stereotypes and create opportunities for youth in safe environments and change the way we see them, the new generation, our generation.
Every day, animals are abandoned, given away, or become strays. They need someone to come into their life and give them a home that allows them to thrive and become part of a loving, caring family where they truly belong. Lethbridge and District Humane Society takes in handfuls of neglected animals who need your love and affection. Not only do you help them, they can end up helping you too in some shape or form. Make your house a home and adopt an animal that will bring as much joy into your life as they will do for you. Adopt today, save a life tomorrow.
Hey man, how's classes been? Pretty rough, man. I've been feeling really depressed lately. Oh. Well, I gotta run though, so I'll see you later.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, nice man.
If you or someone you know is suffering from mental health issues, call 403-329-4775 for help. 75 for help.
Hi, and welcome to the Kodiak Report. I'm Cole Sweer, and I'm sitting here with Niels Rieger. So, Niels, over the weekend, you guys ended up playing Medicine Hat, and a little bit of a different outcome for both games. What different tactic did you guys use for those?
On the second day, on the Saturday, playing at home, we're a lot more comfortable here. We feel that this gym is able to provide us with a bigger home court advantage than playing in Medicine Hat. I feel like it was just a completely different game as far as the mental aspect goes. We fell apart on Friday, whereas on Saturday here we came in with the attitude of, let's get this done, let's move on and see how it goes.
Perfect. So after a pretty successful first half of the season, what has your coaches been doing differently the second half of the season to better prepare you guys?
For us, it's 100% serve and pass related. If we pass well and we serve well, we feel like we can beat any team any night. For us, it's just we need to be ready every night. We have a tendency to be a little bit weaker on the Fridays, whereas on the Saturdays we feel like we're more comfortable after we're used to the other team. We just need to snap out of that and kind of take our game to the next level.
Thanks, Niels. That's all the time we have on the Kodiak Report. We'll see you next time.
Welcome back. Volunteers in the community are getting together to tend to tired feet. They're working with a local organization that opens its doors to the homeless. Sarah Redekop has more.
Life on the streets can be a drag on human feet. Homeless people spend a lot of their time walking, and finding proper foot care can be a challenge for them. That's why each Friday, Streets Alive runs a program called Foot Fridays, an initiative designed to help keep their feet healthy. Retired physician Dr. Earl Covert voluntarily provides advice. He provides care for toenails and tends to foot problems. Covert says this service is necessary because good health is needed from the ground up.
If we don't have good foundation, you can't expect anything from the top part of you.
The National Institute of Health says homeless people have a higher disposition to foot problems. Because much of their time is spent walking, in many cases with improper footwear, it can lead to a variety of health issues. Things like corns, calluses, ingrown toenails, and athlete's foot are all common.
Foot Fridays allows those in need to come in for a warm foot bath and nail care. Soiled socks are laundered, and new socks and shoes are also given out when necessary. Volunteer Mary Gay Pinches is a nurse who specializes in foot care. She says it goes beyond just keeping feet healthy. The connections she's developed are also important to her.
And they just love to come, and we just have relationships with them. It's just fun and good.
Pinches says she has seen 100% improvement in the feet of those who use the service. For eNEWS, I'm Sarah Redekop.
Foot Fridays runs from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Streets Alive. Organizers say items like clean socks and good quality shoes are in constant need. If you'd like to help out, contact the Streets Alive mission.
A new program at the YWCA is helping girls navigate sometimes tough adolescent years. The mentorship initiative is run both locally and nationally and helps girls connect and build relationships with other young women in the area. Megan Williams dropped by to find out more about the program and to get in on the afternoon's activities.
Giggling girls and intense conversations about Harry Potter can be heard down the hall at this after-school program. The YWCA is home to a mentorship program that is aimed at connecting elementary and middle school girls with a mentor in high school or older. Adelia Nigregal is one of the mentors at Girl to Girl. She says participating in the program is a great experience. She wishes she'd had something like it when she was younger.
Just having someone to listen to, having someone to hang out with, having someone to just be there is incredibly important, especially a female role model.
Helping young women navigate through problems and ensuring they have someone to talk to is just one of the goals of the initiative. Program facilitators say it pays dividends to everyone involved.
Watch them grow. Like, that's a big part here in this program. And like, I really noticed that there's some girls that kind of keep to themselves, but then by the end of the day, they're just so talkative and stuff like that. And they're so wanting to learn so many things, and they want to share so many things with us.
The program runs during the school year, and girls experience a range of activities from baking to dancing. Mentee Casey Embrecht has this advice for anyone considering joining in.
To try it out for one day, and if you don't like it, you don't have to join, but if you really do like it, I'd stay here and hang out with friends and do more activities.
These young ladies are able to come and take part in afternoon fun, due in part to their program's facilitators providing transport after school. This makes sure that girls like Brittany don't miss out on any of the fun. For eNEWS, I'm Megan Williams.
The YWCA offers programs throughout the year, including opportunities for girls to develop skills in traditional and non-traditional areas like sewing, mechanics, plumbing, and carpentry.
When you think of toys, you think of young people, right? But it was mostly the young at heart that gathered at Exhibition Park last weekend for the 7th Annual Lethbridge Antique Collectibles and Toy Show. The event showcased a variety of items that stood the test of time, and one man's passion got all sorts of attention inside the South Pavilion. I had the chance to find out about more about his story. Spinning threshers and swathers were some of the toys displayed as part of Art Reed's Massey Memories collection. Reed has been building miniature motorized farm equipment replicas for about 15 years. He says everything he learned came from growing up on a farm.
I used to have a lot of this stuff when I farmed. So it's something to go back in history and you can think about it, what you used to do and how you did it, and you grew up with it.
It's something Reed says he really enjoyed as a young boy, but admits it may be hard to pass on the legacy to his grandkids.
I've got one grandson that really likes it, but I don't know, he still likes his computer.
Semi-retired, Reed says while he does sell some of his creations, it is more of a hobby. His projects can take anywhere from a couple of hours to months at a time. But finding time isn't the biggest challenge for Reed.
We got no parts suppliers in Canada, so we have to go to the States, and there's 2 or 3 down there, but to get what you really want, sometimes it's hard to find.
Reed has participated in the Lethbridge Antique Show since it began and has been part of its consistent growth. Organizer Dick Groenheid says the event's popularity has skyrocketed over time.
Everybody really enjoys coming here because it's the treat of what they've had in the past. As you look around, most of the people are older. There's not too many young kids here, actually.
Reed says his projects represent what it was like when technology wasn't so heavily relied upon.
Where today it's all computer. If it don't run, well, you turn the key off, you get your cell phone, and if it's not charged, you're in trouble because you can't get any help.
Reed says that building replicas is a great way to spend free time, and he's always looking for new projects to work on.
It's looking like the weekend will bring us great conditions to be outdoors. Dave Johnson weighs in on with 5 ways of his favorite ski hills close to home.
Here are 5 amazing ski hills close to home you should visit this winter. Canada Olympic Park. I know COP is not a mountain, but for anyone who rides park, this place is awesome. It has a world-class super pipe and park. Just ask Sean White, who was training there last month. Castle Mountain. Castle Mountain is the closest hill to Lethbridge and has some amazing chutes to shred down at an affordable price. Just pray we get some snow this season. Fernie. Fernie is a quaint British Columbia town and hosts one of the best mountains in the Rockies. It gets big dumps of snow and has super fun steep terrain. I highly recommend you get out there this winter. Sunshine. Sunshine Village is located 15 minutes past Banff, Alberta. It offers spectacular views with amazing terrain. Sunshine is one of my favorite places to go for spring skiing and drinking jugs of beer in the sun. Lake Louise. Lake Louise is located an hour west of Banff and will not disappoint. With its super fast lifts and tons of terrain, you will not wait in line, maximizing your day ripping down the slopes. My advice for skiing and snowboarding this winter is just get up and go. I promise you won't regret it once you're out there.
That's all the time we have for today. I'm Tanya Plain Eagle.
And I'm Jonathan Gignard. From all of us here at eNEWS, have a great weekend.